Hi, folks. We're here today at the residence of Bill Kerr. Bill is a veteran of the Canadian Army. We're here today as part of the Veterans 365, part of the memory mapping for the Rayside-Balfour collection of memories that is being currently put together. Thanks for seeing me today, Bill.
Oh, no problem.
I appreciate
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. So I got a series of questions we're going to get through. We're just going to go where the conversation goes. Something you want to talk about, let's talk about it.
Okay.
If something we need to move on, we'll move on.
Got it.
Yeah. So just to start, what inspired you to serve in the military? Think back when...
Well, the first thing really was 9/11.
Okay.
Happened, and I watched it. I just saw it happen on TV, and I had a baby daughter that was not even a year old yet.
Yeah.
And it just brought that feeling to my life that I wanted to do something more than just see what happened on TV. I wanted to be part of the solution.
So back in the day then, tell us a bit about when you joined. How did you join up? Do you remember anything about, that whole process? Tell us a bit about that.
Well, I joined through the reserves.
Yep.
I wanted to try it and see if I wanted to do it full time or not.
Yeah.
So the reserves gives you the opportunity to get out if you want before you get committed to staying in the Reg Force.
So the reserves is was a part-time role when you joined?
Yes, yeah.
And which unit did you join?
I joined the Sudbury Irish Regiment, the 2nd Irish in Sudbury.
Yeah.
It's an infantry unit, and I went through basic training there, mainly here in Burwash and Petawawa.
Yeah.
We did all of our training, and
What do you remember about that training? What did you do?
Oh, well, I mean, basic training was, I think most of the veterans can go through what they went through with it, but, it was, you had to learn that it was a game more than, I was a little luckier. I started late, so I didn't go through basic training till I was 36. So I started the military a little later than most of the other guys did, so... I called Grandpa all the time, and
I was going to say you must have had some nicknames.
Oh yeah. They when it first started, it was last guy on the run every time, and all that kind of stuff, and
because they're all 20.
Yeah, it was hard keeping up with them for the longest time, and then I got to about the middle of the pack, so I was happy then, and skated through and made it through, and that was back in 2004, and. Went through, stayed with them. I was a bartender here in the Sudbury area. And
so because you were in the primary reserve, which is part-time, your full-time job was...
Yeah, I was a bartender here in town for years around several of the locations here in the greater Sudbury area. And I had the opportunity to put my name in to volunteer to go to Afghanistan in 2005. And so I applied, and me and 3 other guys from the unit got the opportunity to go. Selected. So we went for our pre-training in January of 2006.
And where did you go for that training?
Petawawa mainly, but we did a little bit in Texas, a little bit out in Calgary.
Okay.
They spread us around a little bit.
How long did it take?
It was a 6-month pre-training.
6 months, eh?
They had us for pre-training living down in Pet. Yeah.
So you're full-time now?
I was.
At that point now?
Well, I was still a reservist. Did my first tour as a reservist.
Yeah.
And I did force protection, which was convoy security.
On your first tour?
Yes.
Where was the first tour?
That was in Afghanistan.
In Afghanistan?
Yes, both my tours were in Afghanistan.
So you did 6 months?
Yeah, it was a 6-month tour
the first
time.
tour?
Yeah.
And so what I'm getting at is you went from a part-time role, Thursdays and the weekends kind of thing.
Yeah.
You signed a contract, now you're full-time.
Yeah, once you sign your contract, you get after selection for tour.
Yeah.
You get brought on full-time when you start your pre-training.
So you're putting your civilian life on hold?
I had to leave the family, had to leave and move to Petawawa.
Sure.
And came home on the weekends I could.
Yep.
And I was down there for 6 months, and then we had 3 weeks off before we deployed.
Yep.
And you did all that kind of stuff. You got a little fat on you 3 weeks off, and then you went back. And
what was your first tour? Do you remember what year that was?
2006, August, is when I deployed.
Doing? You mentioned...
force protection, convoy security.
So force protection is a group of folks that are specifically trained for making sure the base where everybody is posted, it's their duty to sort of security role. And maybe you could
Force
detail a
protection, we were on convoys, not in security roles at bases.
Yeah.
So we protected the convoys. We were in the national support element,
Okay.
but we were the only infantry unit. So we were the guns of the convoys. We were
Yeah.
the ones that protected them when they went out. We
Yeah.
led them and followed them in every. So that was our job in that tour.
A lot of travel between main base and forward operating and that sort of
Yeah,
thing?
there was a lot of road contact. We had a lot of IEDs, and we went through a lot of that stuff through the tour for sure.
And
yeah.
Bill said IED, just for those folks, I'm trying to demilitarize a lot of it.
Right.
Improvised explosive device is what Bill's referring to. So these are the armaments that the enemy would use to catch us off guard. There was quite a number of vehicles involved in explosions and soldiers lost and wounded as a result of IEDs. Yeah.
Yeah, one of the biggest problems there, of course, was traveling on the roads.
Yeah.
And once we started traveling at night, it got a little better.
Oh.
Because there's nobody out.
Yeah.
So you had a lot less to watch
Yeah.
when you were going through at night. So we started doing night convoys, and that kind of
Sure.
made things a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So you finished your first tour, you're back at home. Tell us a bit about that now. Did you transition back into a part-time role? Or?
When I came back, I actually got hired for doing security for Burwash.
Okay.
So I got a Class C full-time position after I came back from my tour
Yeah.
in here in Sudbury at the 2nd Irish. And I got hired to be one of the patrolmen for the Burwash base.
Okay.
Me and another fella and a sergeant that took care of us. And I did that right up until I believe it was July 07, and I wanted to go back. So I brought it up to my commanding officer that I wanted to go back. So we put my name back in the selection. I got selected again.
Yep.
And I redeployed in January 2007. January 2008.
Okay.
I went for another 6-month pre-training tour in Petawawa and Texas and other places that they sent us around for training.
Yeah.
And then I deployed on my second tour.
So it's pretty common. It was my experience whenever we deployed. It was a full 6 months of training and preparation before you went on the 6-month tour.
Mm-hmm.
So it's almost for folks that are in the crowd. When you deploy, you're really deployed for a full 12 months because the first 6 months you're gone. You're doing a lot of things away from your family.
It's a year commitment for a tour, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's a bigger commitment than just the 6 months that you're actually deployed.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it takes a lot of training.
Yeah.
What was your role on the second tour?
My second tour, we were, it was called POMLET, which is another Army acronym, and it was Police Operational Mentor Liaison Team.
Okay.
And we mentored the Afghan police.
Yeah.
So we were mentoring training embedded with the Afghan police in the middle of Kandahar.
Yeah.
And that was our job. We were there to work with and train the Afghan police.
Yeah.
And we were a military and infantry mixed unit.
Okay.
So it was pretty interesting having MPs and infantry together because it's like oil and water. Like nobody likes MPs.
Yeah.
So all you MPs out there, sorry, but
Yeah, it's a tough role.
yeah, it is. Yeah, they're a lot of good guys.
So where was home base then on that tour?
Again, Petawawa is where we
When you were
went
deployed,
through.
though, in
When we were
Afghanistan?
deployed, I was actually I was outside the wire at a little our own little post, which was a little Afghan police station, which was it was a 30 meter by 30 meter square,
Yeah.
10-foot tall HESCO
Like a compound.
walled
Compound.
HESCO walls, and we lived inside with an Afghan police
Yeah.
patrol. So there's 12 of them and 8 of us.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tell me a bit about thinking back on your career. How many years did you complete?
I got 11 years in
11.
total.
Yeah.
A lot of them were in the rehab end of it.
Sure.
So it was between after getting injured and being retired.
Yeah.
I didn't do a lot of Army stuff comparatively.
Yeah, no
I
doubt.
was in rehab, yeah.
Tell me about some of the proud moments. What do you remember as far as?
Oh, geez. It's hard to put any of those in.
Camaraderie. You must have had a lot of buddies.
Yeah, for sure. I was proud to serve, but I mean, it was just a duty. Is what it felt like.
Yeah.
I don't see any heroism in any of it. I mean, I was just trying to do something to make it a little better.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to the proud moments. So I'm sure everybody in uniform has had those moments with friends and colleagues, comrades that you served with. Do you remember anything in particular about those?
There's certain like little, geez. You know, I was proud to serve with Gaetan Roberge.
Yeah.
I was very proud of that. He was from here.
Yeah.
He was there when I got enlisted.
Yeah.
He was one of the first guys I saw at the Irish Regiment.
Yeah.
I was really wanted to impress that man. Even after the first time I met him, and he called me old. When he saw me joining up, he said I was a little long in the tooth to be starting off.
He was a straight shooter.
Yeah, and we were about the same age, so he knew how old I was when I was starting. So yeah, he made sure he remembered me for that.
I worked it with Gates a little bit whenever we were on a reserve recruiting drive. And then I got to know Gates personally a little bit. We used to go ice fishing and do a few things.
For sure.
Anyways, it was Gaetan Roberge from Valley East originally, but Gates was killed in action in Afghanistan as well. So that's who we're talking about now. Anyways, tell me a bit back to when you had your trades training and you were learning how to be an infanteer. What sort of trades training did you get? Tell the crowd about, you know,
well, I mean,
after
you go
basic
through your
training.
basic training, you learn how to shoot and walk through the bush and get used to conditions. And you know, it's training for the tour was it was just training for what you were doing. We were doing transport security, so you learned how to cover vehicles and you know, stuff like that. I mean,
even with so you start out, you know, you're part-time, then you roll into like a full-time contract. What would you say the experience is as far as the direction in the Army when you were in the Canadian Armed Forces and the direction that you had when you were in civilian life as far as leadership is concerned and that sort of thing?
Well, I mean, that's a big difference for sure. Leadership and the role of leadership is much different, I think, in the military world compared to the civilian world.
Yeah.
So you had to learn to follow orders from a lot of people that you did not want to follow orders from, and you had to do things you didn't want to because somebody had an extra stripe on their chest than you did. So it's humbling.
Sure.
Which I think is good. It teaches you to be humble.
Yeah.
And, you know, even when you're right, you know, sometimes you're wrong.
Yeah.
And
it's like being married.
Very much so. So it teaches you that.
So definitely a skill, eh? Because you wouldn't normally get that in the civilian life.
For sure. It's the structure, I think, that I liked about the military there was somebody to go to.
Yeah.
And you had that level of you know, authority or, you know, and...
everybody knew their job.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just, it's a little simpler. Just when you're told what to do and you don't have to think about it, you know, you don't have to think about it.
I remember one of my first experiences, I guess, you know, related to this topic. I went into the boardroom after I left the military, and there's, I don't know, 15 or 20 people in this big boardroom. And I remember how starkly sort of like a fish out of water, because I could not tell which one, like there's always an echelon in every workplace.
Right.
But everybody's in civilians. But in the military, you could read a room in 30 seconds.
So. Yeah.
You know where you sat in the food chain. You knew who was who. I always found in the civilian life, in addition to the leadership training, it was hard to figure out who was who because they don't identify.
That's right. Very true. I mean, you did. You had your privates up to your colonels, so you could figure out things pretty easily.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. Very true. That's one of the things I did like about the military.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of good things about the military, and there's some things that aren't so great about the military.
So every job, right?
Yeah, I appreciate. Yeah.
What was your favorite part of any training that you did? Like when you went to Texas or out to Calgary, did you have some favorite parts? Like the
first time going in a helicopter and getting to be in the jump seat.
Yeah.
I mean, that was something pretty exciting, having your feet dangling out the side of a helicopter going sideways.
What kind of helicopter was it?
Canadian
or American?
It was Canadian.
Okay.
We were in both.
Like the
I've
Griffin?
been in both.
Yeah.
The standard, not the big one. The standard.
Yeah.
Isn't that horrible, eh?
Yeah.
I can't even think of the name
Oh,
of it.
that's okay.
But
did you have opportunity to go in the Chinook? Like
we used it in Afghanistan. Yeah. We got dropped off with the Chinook one time.
Yeah.
And Yeah, you got to see them land a lot because all the special forces guys came in them all the time, so it was always kind of cool to see that.
Yeah.
But we got brought in with a Black Hawk on my second tour. We
Okay.
were in the middle of the night, blackout,
Yeah.
20 feet off the ground,
Yeah.
doors open. Nothing more exciting than
Combat flying.
Yeah, that's something that I'll never forget for
sure.
sure. It was something that was.
Yeah. What about other memorable sort of, you know, favorite parts? So I can tell you really enjoyed that. Was there anything else that kind of sparked
Well,
you?
I mean, unfortunately, I think it was the adrenaline of it that really
Yeah.
wanted me, that got me to.
Sure.
I mean, it was once you get put on and you're in that mindset, it's hard to turn it off.
Yeah.
So I think that's a lot of thing with veterans that go through tours and come back. It's
Yeah.
how to turn that off.
Yeah, now you're in a boardroom where you don't know anybody. You've been
Well,
trained a certain way.
You're not
you
carrying a
understand
gun
it.
on your hip all the
Right?
time.
And
You're
now-
not,
yeah, it's-
all those kind of things really make.
It's a drastic change.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the transition is hard.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
I had a hard time, and my first tour when I come home, I was, because I did convoy security, every car on the road was a threat.
Yeah.
So you drove much more, well, not aggressively, but cautiously.
Yeah.
I noticed, and if I used to go over speed bumps, I'd always be watching for IEDs on the side of the road.
Yeah. Hyper vigilant.
Because that's something that happened out there all the time is they had a lot of speed bumps on the highways to make the convoy slow down,
Yeah.
and that's where they hit you, right?
Sure. Yeah.
So little things like that that I remember.
What about the least favorite part of training?
Well,
What really sucked?
I hated running.
Yeah.
God, I hated running.
You and I have that in common.
Yeah, I would do anything to get out of it. I wouldn't wear my running shoes to morning PT. I'd wear my wrestling shoes
Oh.
because I thought we were going to the gym. So there's more than one way it got us out of a few runs, a couple
Yeah.
days here and there. But
Wow.
I mean, as much as I liked the structure and the discipline, and it was a bad part of the military too, because you had a lot of people that shouldn't have those kind of powers that
Yeah.
do,
Yeah.
because they have the rank. And so, I mean, it was the hard physicality part of it, of course, is once you get used to that kind of thing, and once you're in physically good shape, it's not as
not worried
drastic
about
as
it.
you're not as worried
Yeah.
about it. So the pre-training was great for that, for especially reservists.
Sure.
That are part-time, and
Yeah.
you're not dedicating yourself as much as you should be, and the tours helped you do that.
Yeah. What about the teamwork? What was your experience with regards to teamwork and problem solving?
Well, definitely. I mean, teamwork is the main thing, I think, when it comes to being a soldier. And an infantry soldier, you're taught about worrying about the guy beside you.
Sure.
So that is the main credo that everybody thinks in their head. It's about the guy beside you, not yourself.
I got your back.
I got your back. So if you always feel like somebody's got your back, it gives you a lot more willingness to go forward.
Sure. Yeah.
So, I mean, that kind of camaraderie is really instilled in you.
Yeah.
And when you have the right guys with you, and you know that you feel that about them when you actually do go around that corner, that somebody's going to be there with you.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. What did you find the most difficult? I mean, your circumstance for transition was different than most veterans.
For sure.
Tell us a bit about the difficulties, some of the most difficult parts of transition. You're in a position now where you're injured, you got to transition back to civilian life.
Yeah. Well, I guess the hardest, of course, transition was waking up and finding how bad my condition actually was, how injured I actually.
So this is fresh, like,
When I woke up in
happened.
Germany.
Okay.
Like, this was after being in a coma for 2 weeks and being sent to Germany.
Okay.
And
yeah,
when the incident happened, I was awake through all of it.
Okay.
Like, I didn't pass out at the scene, or
Yeah.
like, I went through every inch of it from when I got hit right up until I got on the helicopter and brought me into Kandahar.
okay,
And then that's when I woke up in Germany 2 weeks later.
okay,
They brought me into Kandahar and they just knocked me out.
sure, yeah,
And away we went.
yeah,
So it was getting, I felt pretty worthless, obviously, and I didn't feel like I could really contribute anymore because I had nothing to contribute with. And
a lot of mind games, eh?
yeah, for sure. And of course, my girlfriend at the time, who's been my wife for a lot of years now, and my brother came to see me in Germany. And Tracy brought me back and got me in the right headset again and head frame of mind, and everything changed from there. I just started thinking more about the family instead of myself, and things started happening.
So you had two young children, right?
Yes, I have two. Well, they're not young anymore.
No, but at the time.
But at the time, Zoe was 8 and Abby was 5. So it was quite a experience for them for sure to go through it. Yeah. And I didn't see them for almost 2 months after I got injured before the first time I actually saw them again. And it was something. It was hard for my youngest daughter. Didn't want to come near me. Yeah. And I had a little horn on my wheelchair. So I would press the horn and she'd want to press the buttons on my horn. So I said, every time you press the horn, you got to give me a hug. And so she started pressing the horn, and then I got more hugs, and then everything started being...
Took some time, eh?
Yeah, it was hard. Transition senior for dad like that compared to, who I thought I was and who I was before.
Pre and post, yeah.
It's, when you can't pick them up and throw them around anymore and do those kind of things, it's not a great feeling, I guess.
So you mentioned Tracy, your wife. How would you characterize Tracy and what she's done for you?
Without her, I wouldn't have been able to get through all this.
General?
Yes. Yeah. Family, of course, is the main... with any of this, without family, I wouldn't have gotten through any of this. My brother, who lives in Thunder Bay, my hometown, he came with my sister right away when I was injured. He dropped everything. We're very close, and I'm glad he was there. And Tracy being there really made me remember why I went there in the first place. Sure. And
a welcome distraction, I'm sure.
Yeah. It was short, but she really got me to open my eyes when I came back, when I was ready to come back, when they sent me home.
Sure.
And she was there for all of it. She slept in my room with me on a little fold-out chair with our dog Boomer in my hospital room for weeks when I first got injured. And she's been there every step of the way. She's been my everything, my crutch, my relief, my laughter.
Go-to.
For sure. My best friend, Without her, I wouldn't have got through this, I don't think. And again, support of the family. My daughters were very helpful as well and kept me motivated to be a dad. Yeah. And
so one of your daughters recently got married.
Yes. And she's been doing very well. She works with the government now. Okay. Very proud of her. Yeah. She's doing her dream job, something that she wanted to be when she was a little kid, and she's fulfilled it. Yeah. So I couldn't be prouder of her.
And is that Abby or Zoe?
That's Zoe, my oldest.
Zoe, okay.
Yeah. Abby's becoming an X-ray technician. Oh. She's in her second year at Boreal, and she's going to be doing that when she's finished. Yeah.
Is it a 3-year program, that one?
I believe it is. Yeah. Next year she has the placement that they go through for a whole year, and then
some exams.
She'll be working. Yeah. So I'm proud of her too. She took her a while to find her path, but she looks like she's finding it. And
so not a typical path of transition for you after being wounded. And back to the uniform, what do you miss the most? Is there anything you miss about serving?
Can't be the food. I do miss the camaraderie. I do a lot. Having guys beside you and the adrenaline of the job. Yeah. The job was a lot of time. It was very fulfilling in being that, and there's a lot of downtime too, where it makes you wonder why you're there.
Hurry up and wait.
So yes, there's a whole lot of that in the Army. You're a lot of standing around, but it was. I wouldn't have changed it. I wouldn't have. I do wish I would have started earlier. Yeah. I would have liked to get a full 20 years in at least.
So what would you say to a young person, 17, 18 years old, they're thinking about joining the Army, and you have a conversation with them? What would you say?
I have mixed feelings, because I really think the military is a great way to develop those kind of skills and teach younger people how to be responsible, how to work with others. And I think we should have standard service for our children,
Sure.
18 to 20, like they do in many other countries.
Norway and
Germany and
South Korea. There's a
South
lot of
Korea
NATO
and-
countries that.
Yeah, and you know, you do your 2 years, and you decide you want to stay in or not.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that would help our problems with the military and the 2% that we just met and everything
Yeah.
else that they got going on.
And maybe society.
And society. I
Right.
think it would be, yeah. I mean, having that kind of structure for in your life just for a short period of time, I think it would really help a lot of people nowadays.
Yeah,
for sure.
I agree. What are you passionate about now? So you've transitioned out. You're living on the farm here.
That's
what are you
pretty much
passionate
it's
about?
family. It's always been. I think after I got injured, and a lot of people wanted me to be a speaker and come out and talk and do a lot of things, and I just didn't have. I don't think I didn't have enough drive or energy to do that and take care of my family, and I wanted to take care of my family.
Yeah.
So that's been my goal, and what I've done in the last 20 years has been doing that, is being as supportive as I can.
Sure.
And, you know, maintaining this place with Tracy, who does all the labor.
Yeah.
And I do all the dictating.
Yeah.
But she's been great for that, too. And we've had a lot of help from our neighbors and stuff around here in Chelmsford. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's been hard. It's been fast, because it really has flown by.
Time goes. Eh?
It just flies by.
What does the country song say? The days are long and the years are short.
Yep, and that's for sure.
With regards to the memory mapping and Veterans 365, is there anything that we in the project could do to help you, or is there anything you want to?
Oh, geez. I mean, no, there's nothing that. I mean, we're happy. We're doing fine.
Yeah.
We're not wanting for anything.
Sure.
And if we can help out in some way, that'd be about the best thing that I could suggest.
Well, you're helping with this for sure.
Is in, like that way, but.
Anything that I may not have touched on, or anything that comes to mind that you want to tell us about?
I mean, I'm glad I've met a lot of veterans here in the city that I wouldn't have without
Sure.
the Legion and without the NATO group the UN NATO group that
Yeah.
has really been a big influence in my life these last 20 years.
Yeah.
Dan Draper was a big influence in that, getting me involved with the veteran community.
Yeah.
So I can't thank him enough for that.
Sure.
And he's been a good guy, and all the best for him. He's got some struggles going on as well. And
Yeah, we all do.
life is here, right?
Yeah.
We're not getting any younger, and I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Mike, you too, and all the veterans. There's been when I need help, I ask.
Yeah.
I usually get it.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are great at helping me with my doing some stuff around the house when I need it, and so I always got muscle when I need it around here if I need it. So
Strong back, weak minds.
there you go.
Yeah, that's what you need sometimes.
That's the army.
Okay, Bill, well, I sure appreciate you inviting us into your
Thank
home
you.
and taking the time to talk to us
Oh,
today.
I'm whatever I can do.
I sure appreciate it.
You bet.